Could start by telling us your name and how old you are.
Hello, my name is Liam Michael Paul Collins, born in Manchester, St. Mary's Hospital. Grew up in Hume, 42 years old. Got 4 sisters, 2 sisters, 6 brothers.
Wow.
4 half brothers.
It's a large family.
My twin sister's in the hospital right now. 2 months left.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, but we fell out and that's why I didn't get told till the last minute, like yesterday, to tell you the truth, yeah. And it's just knocked me for 6 a bit because she's part of me, you know what I mean? She's my twin, you know what I'm saying? It's just hard. Because I lost my mum and dad, and my dad died of cancer, my mum died of COPD. I ended up turning to alcohol and drugs. The missus left me for someone else. Well, my best mate that lived next door. So that ripped me out from relationships. So since 2012, on and off, I've been homeless and trying to grieve and block it out with drugs and yeah. Well, yeah, it's a horrible world out here. You got beggars that got houses and stuff, and yeah, and they come out here and they argue with you over where they're begging and where they're sitting at, yeah. I don't sit down and beg. I've got too much pride. But take me out to those that do it, because they got balls. I mean, I've done it the odd time. But I'm just scared in case my daughter walks past me, or like last week I seen my schoolmate fell a twat, and then I bumped into one of the exes in the car and I had a sleeping bag around my neck, and she's like, "Is that you, Liam?" I went, "No," and ran off like an idiot. You know what I mean? So obviously it's me, yeah. As you can see now, it's me. Yeah, but yeah, it's a horrible place, town. Town, you just, when you leave it, yeah, and you can walk down the Gunnell and you can smell piss and shit, and then boom, that just comes everything back. That's town. You know what I mean? Dirty doorways, but yeah, gotta be careful who you knock about with. You go sleep round because you get robbed. Yeah, it's just a good job I'm an handy lad, and I've already put my mark down, you know, so I get left alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you say that drugs and alcohol contributed to you ending up homeless?
Well, obviously, yeah, but I wasn't on anything hard then, like heroin or crack cocaine. I was just smoking weed and drinking a beer.
Yeah.
And I lost my son. Son died, God bless him, Michael. Went down the rails then. Yeah, and then the missus got pregnant straight away again. So that was good news. Trying to make a go of it. And then I got in a bit more trouble. Being jack lad when you're younger. Going to the wrong gang. Tried doing robberies and stuff on shops and got caught. And then I fostered a young lad at the age of 14 when I was 21.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know how I got him. It was a hard to get him. But social services ended up giving him a little parent, post office book and everything. And now he looks after me now and again when he can, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. My it's just been on my ass all day. I don't know how to say goodbye to my twin sister. I don't know what to do. I want to make sure I'm nice and clean when I go up and she lives in Leeds. She's not having the chemo because, it makes you last a few all week, doesn't it? I just feel sorry for her kids as well, you know what I mean? Like I say, I've been wanting to go on a crazy one because I don't shoplift, I don't beg. I used to steal, no I don't, because this time in jail I was found God again. Yeah, God squared everyone. Yeah, well, that's me. I love God.
How do you get by then?
Do you know what? It's me. My kindness and helping other people out, it rubs off.
Like good karma.
Yeah, it goes around, comes around. So sometimes I could be rattling in the morning, might need drugs, and it's like I have to go and rob a fiver or sit down and beg a tenner or one or the other. I just say a prayer and God sort of like send someone in the back. Oh, that's lucky for me, you know what I mean? Yeah. Just don't know how I've been getting by lately, though, but mental health's up the wall. I've got COPD. All I want is a little home. Everyone else has had it. Most of these out here have had it twice. Housing officers and stuff and all that. I had none. I mean, dyslexic, can't read the right proposal, can't do the forms and that. But it's no excuse, but do use it as an excuse as well, because I feel daft.
So that's all you want is like a roof over your head.
I just want something in my mind, yeah, where I can, instead of buying, you know, like, when you don't buy drugs and you like, when you're in rehab or something, you buy indulgence and you buy socks and you buy this and you buy that and you feel a lot better for it.
Yeah.
And a little home, it'll give me a bit more responsibility, help me grow up a bit more, pay my bills, just get a lovely home, so then at least my daughters have got somewhere to come and see me if they wanted to. I just don't know what, I just keep getting all the doors slammed in my face. It's like they're judging my book by its cover from my previous life. Like saying 42, you know, I'm going back 20 years old and shit sticks, don't it? You know what I mean?
But everyone makes mistakes. Like people are allowed to change. Like you're allowed to change who you are.
No, I'm trying to change for the best, but it's just when you get so far in hospital or whatever, and then boom, you have an argument with staff or someone else, and then you know someone's got it in for you, and then it's down back square one. They make you intentionally homeless, so you can't go to the housing then and get rehoused or in hospital. Because they say that you walked out this time you're going, so you can't really win. I mean, hopefully, it'll come rent-wise with me this week. I'm going to try and get a deposit. See if we can get us a little house or a flat. Private one. Yeah, for everyone. On one condition, you don't tell anybody where I live. Not one soul. I'll be able to sit there in my slippers and it's just going to be my own what I've never had. I've not been in a proper bed or a home since 2012, since my mum died.
Wow.
So it's getting hard. It's getting hard, and I ended up killing myself like over 20 times last year because of all the losses I had in my family and that. Just that lost, I just felt annoyed, lonely. You can't tell anyone else that, and they start to see you weakness. And they'll use it against you, you know what I mean? So I just don't know what to do for the best.
No.
I'm going to be carrying him over there, and like, obviously God's put us in this path, and so I won't lie to you, the tenner that I will be getting, I will be buying the weed with it, because I need a joint to get my head down. So, I don't like to lie, because you can tell the truth all day, and I still don't believe you. You know what I mean? So I was about lying.
Have you got any advice to people watching this?
Yeah. Don't take drugs. Stay in school. Don't take drugs. Don't give your mum and dad shit because you don't get one mum and dad. And believe me, I've had everything, car, house, good job at Kellogg's. money in the bank, beautiful missus and children, and it can just be took away very like that. And like I say, 26 times this year I tried killing myself and still here. Obviously my goals could be just to be doing looking after them tonight. I don't know. I just don't know what it is.
God's obviously got a plan for you.
Yeah, I'm not scared of no one or nothing, but lately I'm scared. I don't know. More like, if I was to go back to being the horrible me and the Jack the Lad 20 years ago and it's weird, it's like you get more respect, you know what I mean? But then you start softening down and showing them the nice side and a bit of love and start taking kindness or weakness and walk all over you. And you got other people saying, wow, who are you? What are you about? Oh, where's Liam? Nah, that's a shit bag of pussy all that. What you done with the real Liam and I mean, I feel one way, none of them are really my friends. There's only him and a few others that are my friends. All the others just like, you know what I mean, keep me down, keep you on drugs. You know what I mean? I collect sleeping bags and I'll go around and I'll see who hasn't got a sleeping bag, who's in the doorway, shivering, and then I'll give them the sleeping bag. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think I've got about 7 stashed at the moment now, so he's going to need 3 of them. And it looks like he's trying to wrap himself up now with knackered and bless him. Well, if there's any advice and stuff you use,
Sorry?
any advice you could give me, I'd appreciate it. Just keep me up.
I think it's easy for us to sit here and say, like, stay positive, when I imagine you don't feel like there's a lot to stay positive about. But from what you said about last year, it sounds like God has got plans for you. It's not your time to go. And hopefully things will get better. And someone will reach out and help.
And you should never give up.
You never know when your life's going to change for the better.
I've not seen my kids for over years now. You know what I mean? I've seen my oldest now and again not in Face either, it's only on Facebook. And that's on my payday. And sorry Dad, put that money in my bank. I just can't afford it anyway, but at least it's better than spending it on drugs, you know what I mean? So, I'd rather give her 100 quid, but and then I found out she's smoking weed, and so now I'm thinking I stopped giving her the money now. So I'm thinking, well, how long am I enabling her? Am I paying the debts off or getting her in more trouble? Like I say, I'm confused. Life at the moment, it's just not what it seems to be on it. It's not that picture on the back of the cornflakes box, is it? You say you get one more and that. When when your life comes crumbling, it's crumbling before you.
Thank you so much for speaking to us.
Okay.
Thank you very much for watching Liam's story. We're now going to talk a little bit about it. Please don't forget to subscribe if you have enjoyed it. Thank you. So Liam, he turned to alcohol and drugs after the death of his parents. I don't want to go as far as to say that that's like a common coping mechanism, but I think it probably is.
Look, personally, I just think people deal with, especially like death, people deal with it differently.
And I don't think you ever know how you're going to deal with it
No,
until
you
it
don't.
happens to you.
Sorry.
I knew I needed to sneeze. Yeah, I don't think you do know how you're going to deal with it until it happens.
Yeah.
And I think everybody does deal with it so differently.
Yeah.
And I know even if people don't turn to alcohol and drugs to the extent that Liam turned to them. I think it is, like, I know when my brother died, my dad drunk a lot. They would drink just to go to sleep, just to be able to sleep.
Yeah.
I think people do turn to stuff like that, don't they?
Because you don't want to think about it. You should not block it.
And I think to an extent you can block stuff during the day if you're busy and get on with stuff, and
Yeah.
you can almost, I'm not saying forget, but take your mind off it.
Yeah.
And then it's that, like when you're trying to go to sleep and you're on your own, there's nothing you can do to block that. I can easily see how you would turn to drugs and alcohol
Yeah.
to block that.
But the bottom line is you can't keep doing it. That's the bottom line. To keep blocking it, it's just a matter of time that.
Catches up on you.
How long are you gonna block it for?
But I think that's easier said than done, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, I think it's very easy to say that, but it's different when you live in it.
Yeah.
Like, it's obviously different for all different people, isn't it? So he has been homeless since 2012, so 10 years.
10 years.
10 years of being homeless.
Since 2012. It's been 10 years. Wow.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
And now he uses the drugs and alcohol to numb the pain of being homeless. So for him, like, I think he's aware of why he uses, which I think is a big step, isn't it, to be aware of why you're using drugs and alcohol.
Well, it's a big step if you know what reason you're doing it.
Yeah. Like, I think that's a massive step to getting better, is being aware of why you do it.
Why you're doing it, because most people.
Aren't aware.
Yeah.
Or they don't want, or again, they just
I don't
want to.
I don't think they don't want to. They just don't know why.
Do you think?
Yeah.
See, I think deep down they do know why, they just don't want to go there.
No. Have you ever spoke to someone before, like you ask them why are you doing this?
Yeah, but also I
let
know
me
from
give you an
like
example.
personal.
I got one of my friend. He cheated on his girlfriend multiple times. Right? When you ask him why you keep doing it, he can't tell you he can't tell you why he's doing it.
Or he doesn't want to tell you why.
No, he ain't, I'm not his girlfriend. He ain't got nothing to hide.
He might be hiding something. No,
No.
but he might know deep down, and he just doesn't want to go there.
No.
You can't say no for definite. You can't.
No, but seriously, like, he doesn't know the reason why he's doing it. And I know a lot of people.
Because he's scared of a serious relationship. Scared of getting hurt, so hurt her first.
No, you're making up. You're making up things. No, it's totally different. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just saying, I think most people are aware deep down they don't want to face.
Deep down, what's the reason why they're taking?
Yeah. That's just my personal opinion.
I don't think they're taking it for pleasure.
No, I think it might have started out like that.
I think they're not taking it for pleasure. I think the reason why, because there's a lot of trauma that they need to block. Trust me, no one want to be a homeless or a drug addict.
No one wakes up that morning and
Yeah.
is like, this is where I want my life to go.
No. Because you can ask every addict, do you want to live this? Do you ever thought this is going to be your lifestyle?
No,
Never, no.
it's never what they've dreamed of as a
No,
kid.
that is not.
So he believes that the drugs and alcohol have contributed to him being homeless.
Yeah.
Which I can fully believe. And it's sad that he knows why he's doing them, he knows what they've taken from him.
Yeah.
And I just think it goes to show like how powerful addiction is.
Very
As to the
powerful.
fact he knows those two things and he still continues to use drugs and alcohol. And because I think a lot of people are quick to be like, well, why don't they just give up? Why don't they stop? And it's not that easy.
It's not that easy.
It's not that easy at all. And it also he's got a lot. Like he lost his son, and he says to himself that contributed to him going off the rails. I don't even want to imagine like the pain that must.
It's horrible.
Mhm. And I know obviously there is people that have lost children that don't go off the rails.
Yeah.
But you can never say what you'd do.
No.
And I don't think you can never judge someone for how they
Coping with it.
cope with their grief.
You know, you
yeah,
can't,
you
because
can't.
everyone's different.
Yeah.
Everyone deal with the problem, especially with death. Everyone cope differently.
Mhm.
So, now the way that you cope with it, if I don't cope the same way, some people might say like, oh yeah, he's not remorse, or he's not.
People deal with things different.
Yeah.
And I think another thing with Liam is when he was younger, he got into the wrong. And he literally uses the word gang. He got into the wrong gang. I don't really like using the word gang because I feel like it's taken out of context. But he that's the word he uses. He got into the wrong gang
Yeah.
and ended up committing armed robberies.
I think everyone, especially when you're kids, everyone being through that. I don't mean like doing an armed robbery.
Wow. To break it to you.
I didn't
No. So sorry. Not everyone's been through that.
No,
I know what you mean.
I mean like everyone as a teenage, as a kid, he fell into that wrong crowd. You know, it's just...
Not even necessarily like if you fell into the wrong crowd. I think you've always got friends that maybe your parents don't approve of. And even if they're not that bad.
Well, most of my friends, my mum never approve of.
I'm surprised your mum approves of you. I love your mum. But I think your friends are the problem. I think you might have been the problem to your friend. I'm thinking of that story you told me last night. I don't think your friend was the problem in that scenario. Yeah, I know. I agree with you. You have friends.
Yeah.
It's easy to fall into the wrong crowd
Oh, it's easy.
and be led into doing things that you maybe wouldn't have picked off your own accord
Yeah.
to do. I think especially when you're a group and that, you tend to egg each other on, don't you? And maybe
yeah.
get further into a situation than if you're on your own, you probably like, nah, let's stop now.
The wolf pack mentality.
Mm.
Yeah.
And another thing at that age, like especially with the armed robberies, like it's the big cash quick, isn't it?
And sometimes it's not even about the cash, you just...
Even now, like, if I thought I could get away with it, I'd probably do it. Jokes. And then I think once you have had that start in life, like you obviously got convicted for it, you're then stuck with that for life.
Yeah.
You can't, like, obviously everyone is entitled to, not even entitled to, you grow as a person, you change, you're not the same person you were when you're younger.
Yeah, you're not the same.
You get all that life experience and you change, you grow up, you mature.
You change, but that never changed.
That's stuck with you for life then.
That's the thing. And I don't think that's fair.
I can see it from both point of views. You were young, you were a kid.
Yeah.
Why should your mistakes stick with you?
Yeah. I mean, different person.
Yeah, but then there is some stuff,
Yeah.
like, say like murder or stuff, that then should stick with that person.
Even
that sort of thing shouldn't get right, but then where do you draw the line?
No, but let me give you an example, right? I was watching this documentary a couple of days ago. This 12 years old in America, he went to burgle one of the neighbor, right?
Mm-hmm.
He panicked. He found a gun in the house and he shot the woman.
Yeah.
And he got sentenced for life.
Mm-hmm.
Sentenced for life. So, at 12 years old, do you think that person deserves to live the rest of his life in jail? At 12 years old.
Okay, then I've got another
No,
example.
you didn't answer me.
Yeah, my one is going to answer you.
No, you can't.
Let me say.
Let me answer then.
No, yeah, I'm answering.
Okay.
Look at.
No, you're not
Look at
answering
no,
that.
I am. Look at those kids that killed that toddler.
But
So where do you draw
asking
the
me a question.
line?
You're asking me
They
a question.
both murdered people.
But you're asking me a question. You're not answering me. You're asking me another question.
But
You're not
it's so-
answering me. Can you please answer me?
I'm saying,
Yeah.
I'm going to stick to it. I think if you murder someone,
Yeah.
it should stick with you because
Yeah.
I think the line's going to get blurry. Like that one, I don't think he should have got life. And I think the justice system in America, that's a whole different subject and we could spend hours talking about that. But then those kids that killed the toddler, they killed someone, so it's both murder, but that should stick with them for life. So I think then it gets fuzzy. Because where do you draw, then you're going to have people looking into each individual crime. And
Because
each
every crime is
case.
different, yeah.
Yeah. But are people realistically going to do that?
Well, they should.
I agree. I think if you've done stuff like robberies and stuff like that, that should be wiped.
When
like,
you're 10 years old, 11 years old, you get arrested for
I
shoplifting.
don't think you should be arrested at 10 or 11, but like that's a whole nother thing.
Like the kid.
Like Amanda, her whole teaching dream was ruined because she got arrested for prostitution at 15. That's not prostitution.
Yeah.
That's child sex trafficking. Like, she is not a prostitute, she's a victim. She's 15, and that ruined her whole life.
So, that back what I was saying to you,
Mm-hmm.
I think when you're a kid and you commit a crime, that should not stay in your record for the rest of your life. Because what it does, it just make it more harder for you.
Limits.
So regardless if you change or not, if you change, they're still gonna treat you like you're still a criminal.
They're going to look at your record before they look at you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no second chance then.
No. No.
There's no second chance. So why do you go to prison to get reform? If they say you're a reformed character,
Mm-hmm.
that's mean you're a new person, right? So why can they not look past that?
I know exactly. I agree with you.
If you're a reformed character, you're a reformed character.
I just think the amount of work it would take to look into each person's crime individually, I don't think they would ever do that.
No, but if you're a reformed character, you're a new person. Because
But
that's
there are
what.
some things you can't be reformed from.
Like what?
I'll
You
go
can
back to
change-
the
you can-
Jamie
you-
Bolger thing. Like, they killed a toddler when they were 12.
They was
they,
taught at themselves.
they can't change. That's sick. They,
Listen,
oh, those parents that murder their own kids. Do you think they're ever going to change?
we're
Do you think
talking
they
about
can-
kids committing a crime. We're not talking about adults committing a crime. That's totally different.
But you're talking about reformed characters.
Yeah, but-
Surely anyone can reform.
Anyone can get reformed, but what I'm saying, when you commit a crime as a kid, yeah,
Yeah, your brain's not fully developed. Like you're not
you're a baby,
thinking through the consequences.
and they give you a life sentence for that little mistake, that little panic second.
I know, but then you have to look at it from the other point of view, as in the family.
Oh,
Their little panic that then is going to ruin the rest of their lives. They've also ruined the rest of their lives.
yeah.
They've taken away a loved one from them. Like I can see it from both.
I'm not saying that he should be in jail.
Like from their point of view, they probably do want him to suffer for the rest of his life because they're going to suffer for the rest of their lives.
Holding a grudge, yeah. You're not forgiving.
I think it takes a very big person. Like if someone killed like one of my family, I don't think I could. And I'm going to throw my hands up there. I don't think I could forgive.
But you expect if you kill someone by accident, or you expect them to forgive you. Be honest. You expect the people to forgive you, right?
But you're going
No,
into.
you're not answering my question.
I don't believe that I would ever put myself in
You
that.
can't say that.
No, okay, but say the case you went with, he put himself in that position of burgling the house with a weapon. Like it's not a complete accident,
He
is
found
it?
the weapon in the house.
Like, yeah, but he still picked it up. It's not a complete accident. The chances once you've got a gun in your hand of accidentally killing someone increases dramatically than if you've not got the gun in your hand. So things for Liam, he had a really sort of tough time last year with multiple suicide attempts. think the level you must get to where you think that that is your only way out. I can't eat.
You have to hit rock bottom. You have to be in your lowest level.
And
you have to be in your lowest
hope
level.
for the future.
You have to be in your lowest level, and there's no hope for no future, and there's no more door. There's nothing going on for you to do that.
Mm. And then I think things have turned around for him a bit since he found God. And I know some people watching this might not believe in God or whatever, but I do. And I think it shows that the fact that he tried to kill himself sort of 20 times and it failed, that God has got a bigger plan for him, that things are going to hopefully turn around, that he is meant to be here still. Like, I'm a firm believer in like what's meant to be will be, and the fact he's still here.
I always believe that when it's not your time, it's not your time.
No.
Regardless how. But 20 times, that's a lot.
It's a lot, isn't it? And the fact that he's not been offered any help after 1 attempt, 2 attempt, 3 attempt, they've not.
Well, what help can they get with that?
That's it, I don't know. All he wants is a roof over his head.
And
Somewhere he can go home at night, put his slippers on, lock the door and just relax. Like, he's not asking to win the lottery or get given a mansion or a house, like, or a fast car. All he wants is a roof over his head. I don't think that's too much to ask.
That's not too much
At all. But I think he now seems more positive about the future. And like we said at the beginning, he's aware of his triggers, he's aware of the problems. So hopefully things will turn around for him. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you again soon. Please don't forget to subscribe if you have enjoyed.